one closet. Yeah, we're laughing while we live it. We got stories, we got wisdom, some things we probably shouldn't admit yet. Hey, yeah. Come on in, there's always room. Pull up a shelf, adjust your mood. We're talking life, we're talking soul. From clutter to cosmic truths untold. It's two in the closet. Zero shame and lots of sass. Get comfy, girl, 'cause we're diving into the good stuff. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Welcome back to season 3.
It's been forever,
I know. Of
I haven't-
Two in the Closet.
right? I haven't been in this closet in quite a bit of
I know.
time. It's
Not-
nice. It feels
Not for
nice.
recording. You've been in for other things,
Right.
but not to record.
Right. Exactly.
Nothing weird.
Right.
I'm Beth.
I'm Jennifer.
This is Two in the Closet. Welcome back to season 3.
Yay.
We took a much needed break. Happy New Year. Happy Lunar New Year.
Yes.
Lunar New Year, the year of the fire horse.
Right.
I am super excited because I'm a Sagittarius and allegedly all of my struggles are over.
Nice. And I believe what we were reading earlier, I'm going to come into some money.
Yes, or just easier prosperity. So
Right. So I'm-
whatever that looks like,
exactly. I'm excited.
we are here to receive.
Yes.
I want to start out by thanking everybody for coming back. We have a new way to subscribe to our website. It's on our link in YouTube. If you could go there, even if you're subscribed to YouTube, if you would go back and resubscribe, sorry for the double duty, but that'll get you all the information and the updates that we have coming and extras, things like that. Second, we monetized. We want to give a giant shout out to my friend, Don Weiss. Here is a lovely letter that he sent us with a check for 500 dineros to use toward our podcast. So this was an unexpected gift that came out of nowhere. So Don,
Thank you.
our indebted gratitude to you. We love you. And I love that our first money came from a guy. And this is not a podcast you would ever
know.
listen to.
I know.
His wife would if she had time. But
I think that's really cool. It was very
think it's very
generous.
cool.
Very generous.
Beyond generous. I did not know that was coming.
See, that's
And then we just added a link called Buy Me a Coffee. If you've been on other podcasts, you'll see that where you can, if you like what you heard, if you want to give us a little bit of love and support, help us keep up with our technology and, maybe someday hire somebody that could edit all the videos. That would be awesome. But anyway, that will be on our link on YouTube and it's on Facebook right now too. It's probably going to go elsewhere, but I just did it.
right.
And so we're happy to be back.
Yes.
We have an action-packed season.
Yes,
We
a
are-
lot.
We are going out in the world. We went in.
Literally.
We're not going to give you any clues right now, but we did take a Waymo for the first time, and all of that is on film.
Yes.
That
That was
we're going to do a
yeah.
day out in LA. We got a lot of fun things planned. So today we're going to talk about New Year, New Us. So every New Year's Day, I like to begin the new year with Reverend Michael Beckwith's life visioning process. This is the book. The process is in here. All of the good information is in here. But this year, he was on a retreat in Costa Rica. And so on the 1st, we had a Zoom with, I don't know how many hundreds of people that logged in to be part of this visioning process. And I love doing that because it helps set my tone for the year and kind of gives me a little bit of a roadmap. So today we are going to talk about life visioning. I want to talk about what it is and what it isn't. And I love this because Jen did this with me.
Yes, I did. And it was amazing, but we'll get into that later. But
I'm going to pick her brain on what came through for her.
I'm really glad I participated.
Yeah.
So thank you.
So most of us are taught to plan our lives by making lists. And I know you're a big list maker. And there's, you do it for a different reason, which is good. But
I can't remember anything. Okay.
It keeps you from being overwhelmed.
Exactly.
It is a later episode. Um, we set goals. We make vision boards, which we also did that day. And we try to push life harder and manifest faster. And again, when I say manifest, I don't mean making something go poof. I mean that I'm in alignment with what is already in existence,
Right.
but it just is brought into my experience because I'm aligned with its frequency and energy. Little story there. Um,
I like it.
what life, but what is if what? What if I could untangle my tongue? What if life isn't something you're supposed to force? What if it's something you're meant to listen to? That is life visioning. So, we're talking about this powerful process created by Michael Beckwith called the life visioning process. And it flips the whole script of planning on its ear, upside down.
I didn't know any of this. Just so
I
you
know.
know.
That's why I love.
Yeah. So, traditional goal setting, I decided what I want and asked the universe to help me get it. But life visioning, I get quiet and ask the universe what wants to happen through me.
Visioning is about being available to a vision already seeking to emerge. So, it's already there. This is not forcing or hustling or making things happen, but it is listening, allowing, and discovering.
Which I did not know.
I know. I love
It's
that.
instead of saying, I want to make 100,000 and buy a beach house and lose 20 pounds, life visioning asks, what kind of life is trying to unfold through me?
Mhm. And again, I'm going to reference you back to the Life Visioning book by Michael Beckwith. He explains the technology better than I ever could. And he gives you important context to realize as you use this really, really powerful tool. So here's the heart of the process. You begin in gratitude, tap into the feeling of unconditional love. So when we do this with him, we do it sort of as a meditation.
Okay.
He'll walk you through and he'll say things like, think of a time when you felt unconditional love. That could be from a parent, a grandparent, a friend, a
I got it.
pet, right? So you really want to feel that because that's where we are going to get our information from when we're tapped in. Feel what that love feels like. And if you cannot recall a moment, make it up. Your brain doesn't know the difference. I tell you this all the time. Your brain doesn't know the difference between what really happened and what you say happened. That's why controlling the way you think can
Is
be super powerful.
it matters.
Yes. So once we're in that space of unconditional love, there's a series of questions that we ask and then we just sit with and we let answers arise. Sometimes nothing comes through, sometimes a feeling, or sometimes people hear music. You know, everybody's different the way they receive information. So sometimes it's a phrase or a word, or sometimes it's nothing. And what happens is that doesn't matter.
Right.
You're planting seeds in your consciousness, and that answer can show up 8 hours later while you're making dinner, or you're doing the laundry and you're pulling the laundry out of the dryer and something clicks,
It's still
or
working.
somebody says
Right.
something,
It's still
right?
working.
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah. So gratitude, space of love. What is the highest vision for my life? What is seeking to emerge through me?
I love that.
So for normal humans, normal speak, what qualities want to come alive in me now? Is it more creativity, more courage, more honesty, more joy? This isn't about being, it's about doing.
Doing
I
the work.
yeah, no, just not doing. It's about being.
Right.
Did I say it's not about being? It's about doing? I meant it's about being.
Got it.
That's an important distinction.
Being.
Yeah, we're not forcing, we're just being with the question. And then I like to sit there and I have my journal open, pen in hand. I write whatever comes through. And we'll talk about our visioning in a
Yes.
little bit because it was weird for me. Sit with it as long as you feel you need, and then go to question 2. What must I become in order to manifest this vision? What qualities must I cultivate? And this is a growth question, right? This is
Sounds like it.
well, it's your leading edge.
Right.
You're going to go beyond what you already know and what you already are to expand. So if the vision is confidence, I may need to become someone who speaks up more. That's growth, right? That's a little bit uncomfortable maybe. It's okay. If the vision is peace, I may need to become someone who sets boundaries.
I have to say, these are very specific
Mhm.
and they're not forced,
Mhm.
which you said,
Yeah.
but it's not like a lot of us, I know I've done it, say, I want this, I want
Yeah.
this, I want
'Cause
that.
we all want.
Right. But that doesn't necessarily.
Well, you may end up in the example of the 100 grand. You may end up with the 100 grand, but it may take a very roundabout route to get to you.
Right.
It
Right.
may happen. And what if it happens at the expense of losing somebody you love? Right? Like
Right.
that's a life insurance policy, right? I'm just saying, what if?
Right.
You know,
No, that makes
I would rather let the universe express through me what it wants to express than trying to constrict it to, I want this physical thing when I know that I am so much more than just my physical humanness. I am much bigger than that. I'm eternal and I'm
right.
vast,
Right.
right?
But I think we're programmed
Of course we are.
to
Well, this is
want,
yeah.
want.
We live in a
Yeah.
materialistic society and stuff matters and
Right.
you're nothing without your stuff.
So this is a huge,
It's a change.
yes,
Yeah.
a huge change.
Okay. So once you've sat with that question, what must I become? What qualities must I cultivate when you feel like that has come through sufficiently? And again, don't judge yourself if nothing comes through
Right.
because it's doing its thing. Um, Question 3 is what must I release? So this is the let go part of it. So things that come up, old stories, grudges, fears, procrastination, limiting beliefs.
I know all these.
Yeah. Mindsets, habits, all of those things. And for women over 50, especially, this is huge because we are so tied to
What,
temporary identities.
what was?
We were a mom, now our kids are raised. Not in your case, but you know what I mean. Like,
Right.
so I was a mom, I was a daughter, I'm an employee, I'm a bookkeeper, I'm a friend, like all of those things. Um, Sometimes those get reevaluated when you get a little bit older. Friends go away.
Right.
Um, friendships change. So
Different careers.
just yeah,
Different goals.
careers, retiring, things like
Yeah.
that. Reinvention. Let's talk about reinvention. So all of those things, um, give yourself an opportunity to sit with what what could I release right now? Um, Again, sit with that for as long as you feel comfortable. And then ask a really empowering question. What gifts, talents, and skills and qualities do I already possess that will serve the vision?
I love this. I really, really do.
Yes.
I really do.
Now your brain is going on a scavenger hunt to find this. So organizational skills. That always comes up for me when I vision because I know I'm organized. So
Very
whatever
organized.
whatever vision wants to come through, it can trust that I got the organizational skills for it. People skills, some of the things that you don't like if you had a vision, a really clear vision that you were supposed to write a book and you say to yourself, but my grammar sucks. I'm not creative. I can't type. You can say all those things, right? But you may have skills that you don't consider. Like, I'm really good at connecting people. I'm really good at finding resources. I'm really good at researching on the internet for software that can support me writing and grammar
Right.
check and all of those
It
things.
doesn't
right?
mean it's
Doesn't mean you have a fully orbed.
right.
You're not perfect at it yet.
And it doesn't mean that you can't do it.
Right. You do whatever you want.
Exactly.
I listed mine: organizational, people skills, compassion, detective skills. I'm a great detective.
You are. You should have.
Writing, I'm good with animals, and I'm curious. So curiosity is a great gift to have. because it'll keep
Yeah.
you exploring and going deeper and finding more.
I like being curious.
Yeah. Always stay curious. I think that'll keep you alive and thriving.
I might be a little nosy too, but I don't mean to be.
It is different, but
Yeah.
so take a little inventory. Like, give yourself some props for the things that you do well. It could be transferable skills that you would consider on a job interview. It could be the actual job that you do. But there are things that you do. There are human skills that you have. Like, you're a really good caretaker.
Right. Right.
So,
I agree.
I don't know what else is good about you, but I'm kidding. But
Give it time and think.
yeah, it's your vision, not mine. Okay. So again, sit with all of that, write down whatever comes through. And then you want to say yes to the vision. You want to make it welcome. Because if a great inspiration comes through this and you're not ready for it, like it has nowhere to go.
Say yes.
It wants to come through you. So I say in the language of your own heart, no matter how complete or incomplete the vision came through, give a yes, a sacred yes, and trust that more will be revealed.
I am proof.
You are, and we're going to talk about
Yeah.
that. At the end of this process, you want to give thanks for the vision that's already taking place. You do that in your own words, in your own language. I'm grateful for this vision. Thank you for the information that has come through and will continue to come through. I'm open and available, whatever that is. So we did that. And we also did a vision board thingy, which I was going to put mine up today. And
Oh, I should have brought mine.
I thought about it when you were on the road.
Oh.
True story. But vision boards say exactly what you said earlier. I want this house,
Right.
this car, this soulmate, versus life visioning that says,
show me the life is in the highest good, even if it doesn't look like what I planned.
yeah,
Which sometimes it could be even better.
it's always better.
Always better.
It's always better. Again, we have a limited perception of an infinite, abundant universe, and we look through a pinhole.
Right.
And we have our brain's way of deciphering what we think will make us happy. And a lot of times it's so much better. It's so much better.
Yes. I think that, again, it takes some time getting used to the different language, the way,
programming.
right.
Yeah.
So
you're not telling the universe what to do. You're asking the universe what it is trying to do through you.
yes.
That's
and that's
better.
what I learned from our experience.
Yeah. So I have used the life visioning process a lot through my life since I heard about it. And I'm going to tell you the first time I
Yes, I want to hear.
Well, not the
I
first
don't
time.
think I know this story.
I was in a class on this book on the teaching. I don't even think the book had come out yet. It didn't. It was just a class in my practitioner training. So big class, we break out into small groups of 4 and 5 people, and we have one person that is taking us through these questions.
Okay.
And so I'll never forget, we're in the classroom, Buckingham at Agape. And at the time, I was in the signage business. I fabricated and designed signs for hotels, office towers, things like that.
That I know.
Yes. And I was kind of breaking up with my business partner. So it was starting to fall apart, which happens when you go into prac. So anyway, we're sitting there and she asks, what is God's highest vision for my life? And I see on a white rectangular signboard in bold black Helvetica letters. See, I know the font. Practitioner, all in caps.
Wow.
And I'm like sitting here like this with my eyes closed, and I go, oh, that's hers. That's hers. So I think I even kind of shifted my body a little bit, like, oh, that's that person's message.
I'll move away.
Yeah.
Because it's not for me.
For me,
Right.
not for me. And the longer we sat, it just was right in my mind's eye. That's all I could see. I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't make myself imagine anything. I could not force anything else into my brain.
Right. It's a practitioner.
And I'm like, okay, I'll play along. So I had to resign myself. I'm like, so we go through the rest of the questions. And at the end of the process, here I am a practitioner, 11 years ago.
That's
So
I did
9
not
years
know
ago.
that story. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
It's really an
Yeah.
example of exactly
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
Yes. And never in my wildest dreams would I have pictured that for my life. But it, the, the way it has up-leveled my life is I can't put into words. I
Right.
would spend the rest of my life trying to do that. So that is funny. The Agape International Spiritual Center, where Reverend Michael is the executive director, was created from visioning. He had 11 people in his living room. And
Seriously?
yeah, and every month they got together and they visioned for this place called Agape before it ever existed.
It's another example.
Yeah, and it just celebrated 39 years, and he
Wow.
said in his vision, this was what he saw. He was, he had the full people healing, crowds, music, all of it.
And I think people think it's like woo, woo, woo. I don't think it's that woo, woo.
It's technology.
Right.
I mean,
But I'm saying we're
yeah,
programmed to like,
yeah. But if you're still considering people who are woo woo or spiritual weird, like the whole world is
right.
spiritual. So you're just missing out on the fun.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
agree.
yeah.
I agree.
Um, okay, so that was a big one for me. Um, getting my job that I currently have. I was working for a very abusive boss, and I would sit there, and at that point I was going through practitioner training, so I was asking a lot of questions.
Right. I bet.
And I kept saying, "Can I leave? Can I leave? Is it my time? Is it my time?" Because I knew I was there. I knew he was part of my spiritual practice. It's
Right.
like dealing with this difficult human being. And and I kept asking, 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 and then one day something snapped and he snapped, and I knew in that instant, that was it. That was it. That was my permission slip. And I walked out and over to the Agape offices because I was going there for a different reason, and I told the person I was meeting with what happened, and she hired me on the spot.
See? That is a pure example.
I had no idea how that would work. Like, I had no idea that if I were to quit, if I would have gotten the feeling, okay, the impulse, it's time to quit. Like, what was I going to do? I didn't have a job. I didn't have something
Right.
lined up.
It just
But I walked in and said, this guy just, threatened me and you can start tomorrow.
exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's kind of like with my leave.
Yes.
I talked about it, talked about it, talked about it, talked about it,
So
about it.
let's go back. Go back. So we visioned. Go back to the visioning.
We visioned
Tell us, did things come through or did you?
at that moment after I felt nothing, and like right away, I didn't feel anything. But as even we're talking about it now, or even earlier, I'm like, wait, so much has happened.
Mhm.
I'm not working right now.
Yeah.
I didn't force it. I didn't, you know, but in my mind, I knew what was right for me. But I was scared and didn't really listen to anything in my body.
Mhm.
And it really, it really made sense to me. Like after the fact, after I've
Yeah.
left the
Yeah. So in your visioning, was there anything about peace or boundaries or
definitely,
because you had been in a really hard place when
yeah,
we did this.
yes.
Her mom is ill, she's caretaking, plus she's working really weird hours, long hours on her feet, which was taking a physical toll. So,
And as being over 50, things happen.
yeah, and you had wanted I'm just trying to give the backstory.
Yeah, no.
Because you didn't.
Right. Sorry.
So
There's so much.
she had been talking about, I wonder if I could
Right.
take a leave and maybe
It's
be more of a official caretaker for my mom.
right.
You know,
I was toying with the idea and just didn't pull the trigger, and it wasn't the right time, blah, 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 blah. And it was just getting too much. And
Mhm.
all of a sudden, there was this opportunity that I could take a leave, like Beth said, help my mom more, do what I need to do to get better, physical therapy, whatnot. And the papers were sent to me. Everything was like
Easy.
laid out.
Easy.
It wasn't hard.
Yeah.
I made it so hard, or I thought I made it hard.
Yeah.
So that's what really, I would say,
Yeah.
helped me
And
tremendously.
and it will continue. Life visioning isn't a one and done. Like going back to your notes or that space, even your vision board, going back and asking those questions repeatedly on a regular basis, more things come through because you're feeding the pipeline,
Right.
and you're being available to it. So I would encourage you, especially because now you are kind of at a crossroads. Like I would encourage you to spend 5 minutes and do that on a regular basis. Because if nothing came through, something comes through, something gets planted,
100
and now you're kind of more attuned to listening and paying attention. So
because I can.
yeah, because you feel like you're a human again.
Right. And also when you said things continue, they have continued.
Mm-hmm.
And it hasn't been hard to get.
Yeah.
It's just showing up. It is showing up.
And you said yes.
I said yes.
Yes.
It's in
Okay.
my calendar.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
It's in your calendar.
Well, yeah, my brother said there was this like actors
Oh.
group,
Oh,
and
you're going off on a whole other
I
tangent there.
sorry,
Yeah.
I emailed this person, and I'm gonna join this group.
That is breaking news, people. So, okay, because now you have time.
Yeah,
I love
and I couldn't do it before.
And who knows where that's gonna lead.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
you gotta let the universe know what you're interested in.
exactly.
Okay, so we're gonna do a quick little 2-minute version of this
Oh,
process.
maybe more will come out.
More will come out, yes, and don't judge yourself if it doesn't. So, let's all just close our eyes. Take a deep breath. Put your hand over your heart and tap into unconditional love. And again, this could be love from a relative, a pet, a friend, make it up, but just feel what unconditional love. You can do no wrong in this person's eyes. And then ask yourself what wants to express as me, what is trying to emerge through me, and just sit with that. And then what do I need to become? What do I need to let go of? What gifts, talents, qualities, and skills do I already have that will serve this vision? And then say yes to it, whatever it is, even if it doesn't make sense. And then give thanks and trust the vision will continue to reveal itself. And that you can do on a regular basis.
Wow, that is.
And remember, don't force answers. Just notice what bubbles up and jot down anything that came through. I forgot to say, when we did this, I got, well, 2 times I've done it now. What is seeking to emerge? And I kept getting teacher and leadership, teacher and
Mm.
leadership. And I'm like, I have no idea what that means right now. And I'm not questioning. I just wrote it down.
Right.
I wrote it down.
Right.
And then, a year from now when it's got its full vision, or whenever,
You'll look
I'll
back.
go back and I'll go, leadership, teacher. Okay. Now it makes sense.
What came up for me even now, and I just remembered, is like flashing colored hearts
Mhm.
surrounding myself. So I take that as I need to love myself.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So your homework for the week,
Yes.
just
Beautiful.
try one thing. Just commit, love yourself enough, truly.
If
Just-
I could do it, we could all do it.
Yes. Just sit quiet for 5 minutes and ask just one of the questions. Don't even go through the whole thing. And journal whatever comes through for you. It's not a one-time event, this life visioning process, okay? It's a way of living in conversation with your own soul, which I love that because
I love
it's always,
conversation with-
it's always trying to get our attention and communicate. So this is just a loving way to spend a little time with you. So,
Stop asking, what should I do with my life?
mhm,
I have asked that for years and years and years
Stop
and
it.
years and years, and I don't anymore. I don't.
now we ask what wants to live through me.
Yes. That is a big one.
Yes. And consider this. The best plan might be the one you haven't even imagined yet. So we leave you there.
Yes.
This has been Two in the Closet with Beth.
Jen.
And again, we are going to link this book
Yes.
in the show notes. Highly recommend. Not just because he's my teacher, but because
It's good.
it's really good. All right. Until next time, stay safe, be well.